Woo boy. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's had a great hump day. I hope you are over the hump. It has been a very, very busy one, but as you can see, I'm not at the red brick house. It is crazy how quickly the temperature's gone down. It's like 58 degrees today, right now. 58! It seemed like we were just sweating our ass off last week because maybe we were sweating our ass off last week. This fire actually feels really good. And it feels good because it feels like football season. It feels like fall is in the air. Look, I've got leaves falling. Jerry, there's leaves falling. Tomorrow night, Fireside Chat will be later because we'll be watching the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs trying to be the first team to three-peat with Pat Mahomes. The Dallas Cowboys trying to repeat the NFC East championship. And we all know that nobody's done it in the last 20 years. I say it's time that a team did. You know, the Eagles, the Eagles are in Brazil right now, huddled in their hotel room because they're told, do not go out. It's dangerous out here. It's amazing to me because everybody believes in the Eagles, that the Eagles are just going to win the division, where there's questions about Jalen Hurts. I'm going to say there's also questions about Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, his second year was unbelievable. But the last 2 years has not been the same guy. Was that 1 year the exception or was it the rule? 2 years ago, Jalen Hurts had a great season. Was that season much like Carson Wentz's second season, where Carson Wentz was doing great till he got injured, but then never replicated any of that again? And now he's got another offensive coordinator that's there that, to me, is not the best fit for what his set of skills are. Jalen Hurts has a certain set of skills, and I'm not sure that Kellen Moore's play calling style fits those two, but that's okay. But here it is, as Philly 500 has been boasting about, Devin White, we got Devin White, oh my God, Devin White. Devin White is already not going to be at that game. And now the battle cries, it's time for the Kobe Dean, that guy that Philly 500 was screaming his ass off when they drafted him and swore that he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. That defense of the Eagles last year was pretty bad. So I'm not sold on those guys being all that in the ham sandwich. And you ain't telling me nothing, because I know what our Cowboys went through after losing an all-pro center. We lost Travis Frederick, and mind you, reminding me of Travis Frederick, it was 5 years ago I was out here talking about Travis Frederick, and I lost my old channel. Lost my old channel. That's back now. And let me say, shout out to everybody who was still a member, who's gone back through there and reminiscing. This is how crazy it is, going back through some of those videos. I found the very first video that I ever did, which was Joe Boo at Christmas. It was like a claymation thing. It was cool. It was cool. There were a lot of cool videos in there. But 5 years ago, when this thing went down, we were talking about how Michael Gallup was drafted, how he was playing and stuff. And somebody commented and said, damn, we were just talking about him as a young guy, and now he's retired from football. And looking at some of the headlines of things, it's amazing how much has transpired in 5 years. Anyway, Stephen A. Smith. Jerry Jones forever the modern day P.T. Barnum. If you don't know who P.T. Barnum is, Barnum and Bailey Circus. He famously said, "There's a sucker born every minute." And that has been Jerry Jones's motto. And like P.T. Barnum, the circus is in town. Stephen A. Smith was there for an hour and 10 minutes interviewing Jerry Jones. Now, I only watched really about the Dak Prescott contract situation, a little bit about CeeDee Lamb and stuff. I'll watch the whole thing, but this is where you realize it's a show. You remember a couple of years back where Stephen A., maybe it was last year, Stephen A's flying in a helicopter, and everything else, and the season opener and everything. You realize that this is almost like WWE. It gets to be ridiculous at some point where you just kind of say, "Oh, jeez." But the show must go on. And Jerry Jones recognizes this is a great way to stir this shit up. But in listening to him, I believe that Jerry Jones is not happy about the bad publicity he's been getting, about the fans being up in arms here, so to speak, and not quite as strong as we them boys. It's like, yeah, we them boys. That people are finally getting tired of the same old bullshit. And I think Jerry is trying to grab the headlines again. But Jerry, I have a cure. I have a cure for all of this. The cure is you stop bullshitting people. When you go through and you do all the hand movements and things and trying to explain, we got, Dak's whole money that we got to deal with the new money, and we believe the contract's going to age well, but you got to understand that, we surrounded him with a lot of talent. Yeah. Have we surrounded him with talent like, say, I don't know, San Francisco 49ers, with Debo, Ayuk, with Kittle, with Trent Williams, and that defense. Greenlaw, TJ Watt. I'm not TJ. You know what I'm talking about. Shit, what's his name? Joey Bosa. Hargrave. You got. Have we surrounded with talent like the Rams did when they went out and got Matthew Stafford and Odell and Von Miller and Namakitsu and Jalen Ramsey? Have we done that? Did we do it like Tampa Bay and bring in Gronk and Tom Brady and Namakitsu and all these guys? Sorry, they don't hold water. And when you throw Dak under the bus and saying, well, because he got paid a lot of money, you got to also throw in there, you're expecting Dak to help to make up for your mistakes. That's the part that really would go a long way. Because see, my wife always says, it's not the mistakes that you make, it's the lies and the cover-up that piss people off. When you piss on somebody and tell them it's raining, they get kind of mad. I would rather you just say, you know what? We've been cheap. We thought getting more players here to win, that we can do a better job of managing it. We value our own players, and we made some mistake because we overvalued some of our guys the way some teams overvalue free agents. And we've been good, but we're not good enough. Hat in hand, and say, look, we've screwed up, but we're going to do better. And actually do better. That's all the fans want. That's all I want. Believe me, I've screwed the pooch. Not literally. Messed things up many, many times. I've made a lot of mistakes. But at some point, you have to own your shit. And you need to stop holding us all hostage here with Dak Prescott's contract. Get that damn thing done. Seriously. Anyway, this time tomorrow night, we'll be watching a football game. Yes, indeedy. And waiting to see if Dak Prescott gets a contract. And yeah, I'm just happy to be home and know that I got a lot of work to get ready for the games, but I can't wait. So we'll be live streaming tomorrow night's game. Yes, that's right. We'll be live streaming that game tomorrow night. We'll be live streaming the Eagles game with our exclusive Philly Meltdown Cam. And we'll be live streaming and having the big sub on Sunday. The big sub will be here. We're going to do a Reuben sub because Cleveland's known for corned beef. Okay, so we're doing a Reuben sub. So we're going to do a big Reuben sub. We'll have some Joe Boo wings. And hopefully you guys will be here watching while we do the game. Remember, good people, tell the people you love how much you love them, because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. Peace.